voice out west, legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked, come through fly, check, no cosign. I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine, and I take my time, check, and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game, like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets trying to feed the babies. The single mama's working hard not to miss a payment. And dirty money get washed on royalty statements. Black owners in this game are powerful racists. Young, then the set that's doing it makeshift out the garage. It's how you end up in charge. It's how you end up in penthouses, end up in cars. It's how you start off a end up a boss. It's how you win the whole thing and then with sweat dripping down your face. Cause the mission was last time that I checked. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep last time that I checked. I was selling in the set, make $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next last time that I checked.
I got the front and in the back. We on the way and that's a fact. This real, this ain't rap. Where everybody wanna act pro-black. The last lie you heard, this ain't that, this that. I didn't made it out the gutter. Nip told you the middleman. I told you wearing they clothes, I wear my own. Y'all can own y'all label, I own my own. Hey, Mill, I remember all that game you throw me. Round and get played by the label owners. Talk that to these Adrian Broner, but secure the window, don't let the game fool you. Cause when it's game over, it's when the game over. And all they do is play the game till it's game over. And you be giving game like a big brother mission, never let them take it from us.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no on my rep last time that I checked. I was selling in the set, make $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and come next last time that I checked.
Maxo, bust down, Maxo, bust down, seal up, break it down, wait up, bust it down, open up, seal, up, then up, this a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz, we don't even here, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down, this a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, play with it, no buzz down, try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down, seal up, buzz down, break it down, buzz down, wait up, 30, 50, 100, seal, I'm down, stay 10 toes, I'm down, 10 toes, Jenny Craig with them, diamond dance like Chris Brown, lick 'em out, water don't drown, neck whip like baptized, church, MJ with the 4-5, fade away, no buns, hey, what? Never like a mother, to a dummy, got a lot of young dummies, go roll rap with the Tommy, find the apartment, I moved the in abundance, buzz down the I like circumference. And up, this a buzz down. Got it in the old buzz. We don't even here, we just buzz down. Got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down. This a buzz down. Run through the grass like a touchdown. Play with it, no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down, seal up, buzz down, buzz down, wait up, 30, 50, 100. I'm down. I keep high up. Yeah, it's my decorating. What else? Draw 6 like PlayStation. Like station. Can't keep my waiting. My impatient. Whoa. We mix in the business. In the den. In the kitchen. Post 3 times 10. Hurricane chopper, a baby. Got weed like Sinead. Hey, throwing them like Luda. I'm older like a. I pass it like a. My feet down here. Cold with it like Martin. Break it down. Pick it up. Put it up. Bring it back. Then up. This a buzz down. Got it in the old name. The buzz. We don't even here. We just buzz down. Got my on the roof. Don't make them buzz down. This a buzz down. Run through the grass like a touchdown. Play, but you know, bust down. Try to take my chain, I'ma bust down. Bust down, see it, look, bust down. Break it down, bust down, bust down. 30, 50, 100, down.
I've been going and going like the Energizer. Yeah, I'm supplying no like Elijah. In the cut, no, my run a compartmentalizer. They say life is a and if that is the case, then I'm finna surprise her. No, I am not an advisor, but I do advise you to pay attention. Never need to mention I'm the edge. Finna push it to the ledge. Yeah, my meds. Ain't got no love for the feds. Can they fin go to your head? Me watch where you tread. I'm finna kill it instead. I'm finna, well, I can never done it, and I wanna run it, and I wanna keep it going and going like infinity. Be the only entity to ever rip it apart. From the start like this, from a heart like this, finna spit a million miles a minute, no nitrous. Do it right, just I've been down this road before. Everybody think that they do, but they don't. Swear to God that they would, but they won't. Spitting riddles in the middle of a pastime. Me and my mom feeling divine, like yeah. Finna get it like yeah. I done made $20 million. I don't flex to be acknowledged. At this point, it's common knowledge. All you haters been abolished. You in the club throwing dollars, but I'm saving mine so my kids go to college. Or maybe whatever they wanna do. Just as long as they never say, Daddy blew $20 million. Ay, he had to flex to be acknowledged. Ay, he in the club throwing dollars and I cannot afford to send me to college. Ay, Daddy just wanna be loved, just like everybody wanna be accepted. Ay, but somehow he had neglected me and my mama for all of this rap. Ay, no, I can up with that. Ay, no, I can up with that. Who you know dropped the album back again. I'm back again and snap again. That ain't no other way to write it, yeah, it's happening cause I've been living in a world of my own. Leave me alone, I'm in the zone where I've been prone to destroy. You cannot avoid this, whack, have annoyed this. Yes, you know I enjoy this. Preach, yeah, I'm trying to reach everybody in the streets, putting words to the beats. Each one teach.
We come to you from downtown Los Angeles. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. Jay, the stars always come out to see greatness here in L.A.
From the bright lights of Hollywood to the bright lights on the hardwood, the Staples Center is rocking tonight.
Showtime always in this building, and we are ready to go. The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. James to ball. Jay Magic and
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 9, Rajon Rondo.
In the front court comes Rondo. Down 2. Missed it. How'd that not go down? McGee powers it through.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Trae Young. 4-3. He made his first effort, but not that time. Rondo with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. That pass stolen by the Hawks.
Pick up that sense of urgency. Here's a chance to break the tie.
Got it. Beyond the arc for 3. That no good. Off the mark. Rondo into the front court. They trail by 1. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Kevin Huerter. Screen coming. Off the assist.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Here's Rondo with it. Down by 1. Curling inside. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Oh, he missed them both. Lets it fly from long range. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. To Trae Young. For 3, the rookie, Huerter, unbothered, buries the 3.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you have to recognize that they come and they go. That will not be the case all the time moving forward.
Short jumper misses.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
Doesn't get the bounce. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter.
Thank you for your cooperation.
John Collins able to recover with the block. Hart. And the finish at the rim.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. To Trae Young. Well defended. Shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot. Lakers ball. To Josh Hart. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
He showed that he had great chemistry with his teammates on that shot. Keep getting him good looks, and the one will just keep scoring.
Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Going to launch beyond the arc. He engulfed him that time. To Trae Young. Screen coming. Fires the 3. And McGee there for the rebound. And count the basket inside.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Trae Young. Defense making the ball handler work. To Kevin Huerter. JaVale McGee sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
To the rim, lays it up and in.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. to Trae Young. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Trae Young fires the 3. Missed it. Cruises inside for 2.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Screen coming. Five to shoot for Atlanta. Just off the mark. The follow won't go either. Easy path to the rim.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Trae Young. The drive right to the basket. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
From long range, cleaning the offensive glass. On the follow, way to stay with it.
These two teams are matching basket for basket. If the pace of the game is going to be like this, I need to start stretching.
Now the Hawks coach going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over in a one-point basketball game. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
You can register at our team website for more details.
That'll be...
Come on, y'all, let's go get it.
Substitutions, Atlanta. Subbing in for the Lakers.
Los Angeles has the basketball.
Hands up, we got it.
To James. Here's a chance from long range. Another chance. 4-3. Knocks it down. That was a tough shot.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
James into the front court. Leads 5. And look out. Big finish at the rim.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Trae Young. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
Beyond the arc for 3. Shakes free and hits.
He's most definitely got the hot hand behind the three-point arc. Anytime your first-round pick is shooting like this, your GMs and owners just sit back and smile.
Here comes the screen. Trae Young. LeBron James. Huge block.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Layup goes down. Well done.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Here comes the screen. Goes to the right side. Lets it fly from long range. Trae Young able to knock it down. Tough shot with the hand in his face.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
First half comes to an end. The Lakers have the lead.
The Lakers put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead.
And the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second chance points.
asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Hawks would rather be on the opposite end of the
Player of the half.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
You know what's coming. Go get him. Substitutions. Washington Caps.
Into the front court comes Rondo. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Trae Young. Down low, Plumlee. JaVale McGee swats it. Add 2 points to the board.
You know, Ed, people don't understand. Tough shots are practiced every single day. With all these different contraptions out there to contest your shot, guys shoot 500 made shots a day. This is the new norm.
He drills the three.
When a rookie starts to believe that he not only can play, but more importantly, he belongs, nights like this become more and more common.
Trae Young. Shot from in close, no good. Hawks have it. Deep left corner. Kyle Kuzma with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Here you go. I got him.
Good. Off a spin.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
To Kevin Huerter. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Down for Collins. Whoa! What a finish. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Kuzma. Nothing going here on that drive. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Down low, Plumlee. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
Rondo with the basketball. Up a dozen. Down for McGee. The pass set it all up.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Kevin Huerter. To Trae Young. With a drop step. And the rebound taken down by Kuzma. To Josh Hart. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Trae Young. Down low, Plumlee. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Through three, now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Kevin Huerter. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Rondo into the front court. They lead it by 14. Nothing going here on that drive. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Hey, look. Pretty dudes can mix it up once in a while, too, I guess.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. JaVale McGee with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
The assist from number 9, Rajon Rondo.
Trae Young. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 1.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Good offense beating good defense.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Down low Plumlee. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Count the basket at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Here's Atlanta. Probing the defense. And strokes it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Here's Rondo with it. His guy's up by 15. Fires the three. Textbook defense.
When you have Cole shooting like this in the second half, you have to find other ways to score than just relying on the three-point shot. Maybe try turning that corner off that PNR and getting to the rack.
Into the front court comes Rondo. The lead is 12. Fires the three. Oh, that's how it's done.
C to three, B to three. Some young players look like deer in headlights out there on the court. But you got something different. You got that moxie.
Has a chance. Deep two there. Won't go.
I just love where this takes you into the psychological battle as a player offensively. Was that a great contest, or did you just miss the shot? But now you have me thinking about that the entire next possession.
It's the Hawks with the basketball.
Pick up.
Trae Young. Here comes the screen.
Get over.
Trae Young. Short jumper off the mark.
See, the defender did a really good job. He stayed down. He didn't go and bite for all the head fakes. He waited.
McGee punching it home with the putback slam.
JaVale has such a good nose around the basket until he doesn't.
What are you saying there, Jay?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Well, hopefully it's half glass full in this regard.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Trae Young. From long range. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
And he hits.
The assist from number 0.
It's Atlanta ball. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. JaVale McGee tips it.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Off the assist.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Here's a chance from long range. Not easy.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with their three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
He can't get past the defender. Rondo clears the rebound. And scores.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
The jumper's off the mark. It goes down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
They'll let one fly from half court, 3 quarters down. So far, it's been all Lakers. It's Lakers ball as we start the 4th quarter. You think...
Subbing in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 9, Rajon Rondo. Entering the game for Atlanta, number 14.
Trae Young. JaVale McGee sends it away. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Nope, first one does not go. Off the mark, 0 for 2 at the line. John Collins snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Come on, jump. That screen?
Shot clock winding down. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And it just seems like the defense has lethargic closeouts. You need to close out with more of a sense of urgency. Run them off the three-point line. Make them take a tough 2 rather than an easy 3.
Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Rondo with the basketball. His guys holding the big lead. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Trae Young. Has a look. Off the mark. Beyond the arc for 3. Rebounds taken in by Atlanta. Trae Young. And scores. Strong take.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Lakers at the controls right now. And he scores. Euro step into the rim, Jay.
But did you see the way he was able to do it, Ed? Did you see him constantly probe the defense by maintaining his dribble? Ultimately, if you keep your eyes on all the other defenders, they will lose track of where the ball is. That's where you slip a quick pass in for an easy dime.
Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. JaVale McGee pins it. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. John Collins rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Oh, nice find for the basket.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
And count the basket.
So many people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
To Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Down to 5 on the 24. Lets it fly from long range. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. To Josh Hart. Nothing going here on that drive. Trying to cash in with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
He scores on the step back. Jay, how did he get free?
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Rondo. Working hard on the glass. On the follow. Way to stay with it. Desperation shot here from half court. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in very convincing fashion. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Lakers added a win with today's solid victory. And some people may disagree, but I think their ball movement was the biggest key to their victory. Still, I think we'd all agree that they made the defense look slow and confused throughout this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Hawks just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. Check out the leading scores for the Atlanta Hawks.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Los Angeles Lakers were most impressive in the way they turned their effort into second chance points. If I was their coach, I'd be very proud of the team for the way they played with heart.
Player of the game.
I like this choice because he really put on the show in this game. There's a reason he's a fan favorite. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
Here's what's coming up for the Los Angeles Lakers. This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.
Got you with me. I put the soul in it. Sail out on board my feet. All this time they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in it. Sail out on board my feet. All this jewelry they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. Can I vibe on it? Get live.
All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. Birds in the thinking like Jodeci. Cause of my courtesy. Then do a show, pick up my currency. Versace slippers, color burgundy. Rappers be talking, think they hurting me. I took a smack, come work for me. Keep the kissing. Round the city. They looking for me. Coming up watching the on TV like that what I wanted to be. Now the one getting paid for it. They got us a blessing to see. Doing shows I'm on stage for. St. Laurent on my feet.
Got you with me. I put the soul in it. Sail out on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in it. Sail out on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. Can I vibe on it? Get live. I told that for me. Drop my top, now I'm. A lot of these rappers getting old to me. Public shit, you owe it to me. I'm dropping the top and showing it. Much of the money we tryna get fed. I kept my mind and I had a vision. And then I arrived with 25. We sell out the whole facility. Not liking your vibe, your energy. I came from the with Kimberly. Assembly. We had a good time in Italy. Yo, these be lying by loyalty. Get on my knee, praying to God to cover me. I put the soul in me. Sail out on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Sail out on board my feet. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. I wanna keep my eyes on it. Wanna cry on it. Can I vibe on it? Get live, yeah. On side, yeah. Give me right, yeah. Wait, baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby girl, what you doing? What's your name? I ain't play no games. See these diamonds in my chain. Yeah, I took it to the and she for the fame, so I in my range. Ooh, get that money to the top, never stop. That work, ooh, but I'm the man. Cuban diamonds dance. Had the friend, I might put it on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan. These red bottoms, I know Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just
50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan, these red bottoms and no Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Wait, baby, wait, hop up in this race. No, this not a date, this a cruise, but don't debate. Wait, it's getting late, think it's past 8. Took to my place, baby, be like some. Wait, call Jake, think I need a the face, I need to take a break. Wait, but don't be cool, money stupid blue. Boyfriend is a fool, I'm tryna make it comfortable. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan, these red bottoms and no Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram. Baby girl, what you doing? Where your man? I just 50,000 in Japan. I ain't do no plan, these red bottoms and no Vans. And she telling all her friends, I might put them on the gram.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate, hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in danger. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Down, go to the down. I see cuz jogging down, jogging down. Got Benjamin Franklin, go my Tibano. Don't drop from the jungle. I keep the on me, I leave you puzzle. Bang, I'm the black card on my knee longer than hair on her. That cavity, and I'm the her dead salary. Saudi, are you on 10 yet? You know, you still search if you looking for somebody.
Pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate, hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. Do you have jury on Windex? Making my Rolex. May back to Benz, pseudo coming out, black on black again. I might go the trim, I may build the win. I don't exit here, too much flexing here. Too much bread to get, I've been stretching up, ain't no catching up. I don't rest enough, I don't plan for luck, I keep working hard, who keep blessing us, I'm on the 10 and I need a 10. The made of my M a week. December been good to me. Not even Kendrick can humble me. Too rich to go do the least. Tryna become a way bigger. My teeth is like 10 apiece. TDE family to the A+. I got my grades up. I had no backup. Now run the check up. Now run the check up. The place up. The place up.
Somebody pop all day. Hold up. Somebody on their way. Hold up. I would've grown all day. Hold up. Somebody can't relate. Hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up. Top down. I've been racing. Go up. While I'm in dangerous. Go up. My crowd in rotation. Yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. The place up. The place up. The place up. The place up. Somebody on 10.
Originality, come on. Candy my car in the street like a cat with a saying they after me. Ain't no one after me, baby mama used to work at the Applebee's. Somebody call my phone, yeah. I'ma send that voicemail. I don't even check my voicemail. Big weight, I'ma need a horse scale. M12 Berlin now. Like it was shorts in the winter. What turtlenecks in the summer. This here's not for beginners, yeah. Went to, came back, went to jail, left jail, went to Benny Hunter, Kenny County. Got the swagger on me. Yeah, different fabric on me. Yeah, different on it. Yeah, married to the game. Yeah, holy matrimony. Yeah, oops, so someone stage again. From up to stadium. I took my shot and made it in.
Somebody pop all day. Hold up. Somebody on their way. Hold up. I was grown all day. Hold up. Somebody can't relate. Hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up. Top down. I've been racing. Go up. While I'm in dangerous. Go up. My crowd in rotation. Yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Boy, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. The place up, 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 the place up.
Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detective. Don't lie, lie, lie. No, 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 no. I ain't got no tickets to the show. You should call the fire marshal, cause I want all the. Hello? Dial 911. No time for the fakers. Courtside at the Lakers. She said 20, this a hit. Girl, you know that's every time I link with him. Make a ice on my arm. Feel like a storm. We make 30,000 in these sweats. 20 up next, that's a bet. Cut the check. Bye.
We come to you live from sunny Southern California. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams here at Staples Center, the house that Jerry built.
Jerry Buss or Jerry West?
One's a logo, but both, Jay, are legends. The opening tip is won by the...
Substitutions, Sacramento. Subbing in for the Los Angeles Lakers, number 9.
To Alec Burks.
Right.
They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Into the front court comes Rondo. Leads 3. Hart. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
JaVale McGee swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
And that one is out. It's the Kings now with the ball to Alec Burks. Here comes the screen. Alec Burks. JaVale McGee tips it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Down to 5 on the 24 to Alec Burks. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
I got ball.
To Kyle Kuzma. Fires the 3. Not getting the bounce. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
To Alec Burks. Here comes the screen. Alec Burks. Down to 5 on the 24. Short jumper won't fall.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
The assist from
Kings with the ball.
Defense, let's go.
To Alec Burks. Probing the defense. To Alec Burks.
Watch that cut. I got the cut. Watch the cut.
Shot clock. It's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
In the paint, you need to finish. Just like that.
Here comes the screen. Alec Burks. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
It's Sacramento ball. Alec Burks. The drive right to the basket. JaVale McGee rejects it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Fires the 3. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Hey, switch, I got it.
To Alec Burks. JaVale McGee sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
JaVale McGee snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
5-second violation.
second violation for the Lakers.
Has a look. And the Lakers have the rebound. JaVale McGee. cruises inside for 2.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and you can get it any way you want it.
To Alec Burks. Wide open look, won't go.
0-4 to start the game. Don't worry about that. You can make your next 6 shots and then be 6 of 10 from the field. That's 60% that can get you 80 million.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Los Angeles has the basketball. To Josh Hart. For 3, textbook defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head. He sent that one to the 3rd row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I like that aggression early. You never just settle for jumpers. You attack, you attack, you attack. Then when they back off, you'll have room to shoot that, Jay.
Alec Burks, great dish to set it up. A big finish at the rim. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Kuzma. From long range. How's that for a start? 14 points in this first quarter as he knocks down the 3.
And look, I know this requires great conditioning on the defensive part, but you have to start denying him the ball. Make him catch the ball further away from the basket.
The screen sets him up for 2. Long key from 3/4 court. The quarter comes to an end. So far, it's been all Lakers. Jay, the Lakers, not just a great franchise, but they are a brand.
You know what's coming. Let's get it. Into the game for Sacramento, number 40, Harrison Barnes. Into the game for
Deep right corner. To James. LeBron James. 3 for 3 in this first half.
This offseason, I heard so many voices, even that of the great Shaquille O'Neal, talking about how LBJ needed to submit his own legacy. Well, for LeBron, it's not about chasing external accolades. It's about hunting your own legacy, and that's to be the greatest of all time.
Lakers ball. Ball. Takes stock of the floor. And the basket good at the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Fox with it. His guys down big. To Hield. Down to Cauley Stein. Works it. To Harrison Barnes. Five on the shot clock. Has a chance. He connects with the step back.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Off the assist.
Showing you why he belongs here in this league with the best of the best. Efficient scoring out of the rookie here tonight.
Sacramento ball. De'Aaron Fox to Barnes. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Here's Rondo with it. Under a minute to go before halftime. Cashes in for two.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Gotta get through the screen.
Buddy Hield. Down low, Cauley Stein. LeBron James with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Fox into the front court. Down a bundle. To Hield. Five on the shot clock for Sacramento. De'Aaron Fox. He engulfed him that time. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
The Lakers absolutely dominated the competition in the first half. And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Calls out a...
Substitutions, Sacramento. Into the game for the Lakers, number 9, Rajon Rondo.
And the Lakers able to grab the rebound. Rondo into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. The pass taken away by the Kings.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Lakers at the controls right now. 4-3. It's no good. Shots not going down. To Alec Burks. He gets it.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Rondo with the basketball. His guys hold a commanding lead. With the step back.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Alec Burks. Screen coming. Alec Burks. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. 24-second violation. Here's a chance from long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Count the basket at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Los Angeles, they have it. Lets it fly from long range. Won't go down. Sizing up the defense. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
The assist from number 9, Rajon Rondo.
Kyle Kuzma with a piece.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Into the front court comes Rondo. Looking to make something happen. Kyle Kuzma. Kyle Kuzma is going to get 3 shots here. A career 70% free throw shooter. First try, no good. Second and 3, got it. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Los Angeles has the basketball. Kicks it around the perimeter to Kyle Kuzma. And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for 2.
I don't know, Ed. Maybe there's a long-term play here. But next game, we're going to be aggressive early. Maybe.
Kyle Kuzma at the line for 2 shots, shooting 66% in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To Alec Burks. Beyond the arc for 3. Well defended, but Burks knocks it down.
We love to break this game down analytically. We even love to break it down more psychologically. But sometimes it's just about settling into the game. Seemed like in the first half, things were rushed. Now we finally see them have their composure and their poise.
To Josh Hart. That's going to be out of bounds.
Pick up. Make him screen.
To Alec Burks. Trying to cash in. Shot by Burks. No good. Here's Rondo with it. He'll run the offense. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
The assist.
You know, Ed, I'm down with guys having 35, 40, maybe 50 points in the game. But the one thing you look for in a defensive end, when there's a huddle after a guy has dropped multiple buckets on you in a row, and everybody's quiet, and nobody stands up and says, yo, I got him, I'm going to stop him, you're in a worrisome place for your team.
To Alec Burks. Here comes the screen.
You see it. Hand up.
Deep 2 there, won't go. Runner's good there.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Finish that to Josh Hart. It was right there. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
2 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
To Alec Burks. 5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
Seems like a lot of contact on that play. If I were that player, I would pull the ref over to the side, talk to him, express to him how much contact there was so he could look for that same foul call potentially the next time down the court.
The Kings will use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
And the finish at the rim.
And you always feel like the words vision and unselfishness go together. They work cohesively as a unit. When you have a guy that has both, that sets the tone for how your team is going to play.
No good. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Nothing going here on that drive. To Alec Burks. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Had made his first couple, but he misses there. And he finishes at the rim.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Fires the 3. Tough shot. He hits.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
That misses with a second to go. That ends the third quarter with the Lakers in command. The Kings have the basketball as we begin the fourth.
Yeah, baby, here we go.
Substitutions, Sacramento. Stepping in for
Lakers ball.
Match up.
To Caldwell Pope.
Screw right.
Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. Caldwell Pope. Couldn't keep it in. Off Contavious Caldwell Pope. To Alec Burks. The Kings now with 4 to shoot. Going to launch beyond the arc. Hand in his face, no good for Alec Burks. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
You know, it reminds me, Ed, of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Short jumper off the mark.
And it's never a great thing when you're talking to yourself the entire next possession about the shot you just missed. Now you know you're in that player's head mentally.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
Fires the three. I don't know, Jay. They have a big lead. This game is just about over. He might not make many friends on the other side with that three.
Oh, I don't want to hear that generic coaching speak about dwindle down the shot clock, use the clock is your friend. No, if you have a chance to beat him by 50, beat him by 50. If you want to beat him by 100, keep shooting more threes.
Lakers at the controls right now to Kyle Kuzma.
Big pick right there.
Nothing going here on that drive. Kuzma. For three. Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Here comes the screen. 5 on the shot clock for Sacramento. Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code.
Ooh, is there a medic in the house? You need to get those ankles retaped ASAP.
To Kyle Kuzma from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
He was all over him. Missed the shot. No free throws. Another follow. Stays out. Has a look. He shoots. Oh, off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
And too much contact.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Los Angeles Lakers are in the penalty.
That misses with a second to go. The Lakers get the victory as they cruise to win a game that was never really in doubt. For Jay Williams and all our crew.
The Lakers added a win with today's solid victory. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Kings couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Sacramento Kings.
Game track. 3-point shooting. Player of the game.
And what we have here are highlights worth 1,000 words. There's no question he stood out amongst the rest in today's matchup.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. Here are the top 3 plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
Check out the upcoming game for the Los Angeles Lakers. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
Oh, y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Kendrick and that LOX, huh? Yeah. Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna get that Lock and Kendrick? That Styles P, that Jada, that Kendrick? Oh, y'all think it's games being played around here, huh? Well, they not. What is in the air?
The damage that we do is severe. The reinvention of the fresh, brand new every year.
Hit him in his blood, flew in the air. We put that work on commercial. We flew in the lab.
I hit the bar and the weights, then I'm doing the stairs. They say the Lord only knows what I do to my peers.
Trying to sell to pursue my career. So I keep a tight circle, I don't move with the squares.
Rock a rugby like pool, but put two in your ear. If you ain't qualified, you should move to the rear.
I'm from Yonkers, had to learn to conquer my fears. In the foreign, had to learn to conquer the gears.
It's the kick drum, yeah, it's attached to the snare. I turn it to the back, then I crack your veneers.
Stagnated on the block.
I'm in the mansion upstate, out back with the D's.
Everybody back up, man down, back up, don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up, the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
Ties and dope bars.
Life is a movie and death is the co-star.
Mechanics of the game.
Bandits trail foreigns in the lane.
If they heard that the driver is gang off,
we be in the part of the party that gets roped off.
Mingle with the book of the judge and both for
questions that we asking ourselves, having the
spending money that's unaccounted for.
If you scared to party with gangsters,
what you around us for?
We do what we want, man.
We get around the law.
Yeah, it's bubble whips and square links.
LOX give respect, cause fear stinks.
Chair at the table,
it's the commission,
a rare thing.
B, come on, it's us, you hear kings.
We still smell money and hear Frank.
Raps like a dice game,
we about to clear bank.
Everybody back up, man down, back up. Don't play with me. I do you something dirty. You talk to me crazy. I do you something dirty. How I feel lately. I do you something dirty. I wake up, the neighbors coming through bright and early. Whoa.
This is a LOX Swiss product.
If it's ice up in heaven, we know Pick got us. There's love up there, we know Pick got us.
LOX, my you don't know about us.
Double R, my you don't know about us.
D-Block, my you don't know about us.
Ask Swiss, he'll tell you we keep it click about us.
My girl. So you talking about what? Ain't got nothing, man. Ain't got nothing on no name. No, straight like that, dude.
Mike Wilmer.
Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Nothing gets to me too close. Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Be doing the most. Ducking. And my guy design your post. Look in your eyes and I see, hold on, be surprised when you see. Nothing for no nothing. Nothing gets to me too close. Ain't got nothing for no nothing. Be doing the most. I was ducking. Me and my guy design your post. Look in your eyes and I see, hold on, be surprised when you see. Tell you wanna, you can't be the cops. I can't play myself out like that. Keep getting that counting mine, won't be trying to get no on my note. I would down bad on my look, my dog like farmers go. Ain't been sweet, but neither is me, so my B300. I keep close bones, but I don't boast. I know what it's like to not hear that ain't gonna try me without saying I win it. Gonna disrespect the difference, try my straight up out that 6 ain't with what I'm with you getting this mix. I give a fatal Jada kiss. Come through. What time you wanna, ain't got no time to get. I can't leave my foot down bad like that, guess I'm just gon' slow. Partner say he got this where I'm focused. Need to focus more, that's ain't no. He ain't gon' like that, step on my. Free world out there in the bluffy side, just might see me and can't turn me down, this ain't that vert. Got off was on weekend, got off them got up every time I feel the dirt, got up every time I feel the dirt. You look fair to mention when you gossip in your kitchen. High up, down some prison, high up, down in trenches, huh? Going through. What time you wanna,
beg man, shut up. Let me see you, darling. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. My lie, 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 like. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. My mommy said I could be anybody. I said I want more money than no money. Break bread with that guy who made the Bugatti. Lifestyle is get money, bun everybody. Painting wife, call Bonita something. One who understands why I'm always. Who told you I can't handle my you're on the floor, I'm still holding my Gonna be talking. Yeah, let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. I love the weekend, girls up. Let me see you, darling. I love the weekend, girls up. Now bet you can. My 9 to 5 looking like my hobby. I'm living life like a Marvel movie. Stay alive, say hi to my